Global pharmaceutical company A developed a drug used to treat chronic hepatitis B. This drug, which generates about $100 million annually, has long been the top prescribed specialty medication. However, since the patent was registered 20 years ago, it expired this year. After the expiration, domestic pharmaceutical company B launched a generic version of the drug. But 1 year before the patent expired, Company A filed a new patent for changing dosage of the drug. Then, Company A filed a suit for Company B claiming that it infringed on this new patent. Company B argued that simply changing the dosage falls under free-to-use technology and is not subject to patent protection. Should changing the dosage of an existing drug be granted patent protection?
Developing a new drug involves long development timelines and huge R&D investments. If successful, pharmaceutical companies can monopolize the market during the patent period and earn significant profits. While a standard patent lasts 20 years from the filing date, in reality, it often takes years to bring a product to market. So the effective patent period for most technologies is about 15 to 18 years. But for pharmaceuticals, the story is different. Even after obtaining a patent, companies must go through clinical trials to prove safety and efficacy and take more time to get regulatory approvals. As a result, the effective patent life for drugs is often only 8 to 12 years. Furthermore, unlike general technologies where sales decline as the patent expires, drug sales often peak near the end of the patent period. This makes any extension of the patent period extremely profitable. To address this, the U.S. introduced patent term extensions for pharmaceuticals in 1984. Many other countries later adopted similar systems. This patent term extension system allows companies to extend the patent term for the time lost during regulatory approval processes, and applies not only to new chemical entities but also to formulations, compositions, manufacturing methods, and new uses, effectively expanding the scope and duration of patent monopolies. Pharmaceutical companies developed evergreening strategies, systematically filing secondary patents including new forms, structures, or uses of the same drug, to delay the entry of generics and maximize profits. For example, fluoxetine was first launched in the UK in 1986. Although its patent expired in 1995, evergreening and patent term extensions allowed sales monopolies until 2000, generating $1 billion in additional revenue. Then, how countries are responding to evergreening. India strictly limits patents for incremental modifications like dosage changes, rejecting patents that appear to be filed only to extend patent life. Australia imposes hefty fines on companies that file patent lawsuits solely for evergreening purposes. United States does not recognize discoveries of inherent properties or pre-existing uses as new inventions, effectively limiting evergreening-based extensions. Then, is extending pharmaceutical patents needed? People for extending pharmaceutical patents insist. 1. The effective patent life for drugs is much shorter than for other technologies, so extending patent terms ensures fairness. 2. Developing a drug involves huge financial risks, so guaranteeing sufficient profit encourages further innovation and investment in R&D. 3. Longer exclusivity can help fund future breakthroughs in medicine. However, people against extending pharmaceutical patents insist. 1. Most major pharmaceutical companies are based in the US or Europe, so profits often flow overseas, while domestic generic manufacturers lose opportunities. 2. Patients must buy the drug at high prices for a longer time, putting pressure on health insurance systems and limiting coverage for other treatments. 3. In low-income or developing countries, patients may lose access to affordable medicine, even for treatable conditions. There is final question for you. Where should we draw the line on pharmaceutical patent protection? Should changing a drug's dosage really be considered a new invention? And does extending the patent term truly promote innovation? Or does it protect corporate profit at the expense of public health? Share your thoughts or opinions in the comments below.